Good morning, grade 4, and welcome to our live broadcast, where we will be interacting with Mr. Dorian Pereira and Miss Rennie Therese, yours truly. We will be using our Zoom platform for pupils with computers, laptops, and smartphones, and we also have the audio available for a radio broadcast for our local programs. Now, to introduce today's lesson, I will be doing a poem with you, so you please sit back, listen attentively, because at the end of the poem, you will have to answer questions. So sit back and enjoy. Sally and Mother went to the shop. Sally asked Mother to buy a lollipop. When the shopkeeper brought the change, Sally said to Mother, "I want a champagne." Mother looked at Sally as if to say, "How could that be?" Sally said to Mother, "I asked liberally." So Sally was happy, as ever would be. Mother said to Sally, "You'll never again go shopping with me." So now it's time for your questions, pupils. The first question: what was the poem about? Correct. It was based on shopping with Mother. Our second question: what did Sally ask Mother to buy? Very good. She asked her to buy a lollipop and a champagne. Your final question: why was Mother upset with Sally? Very good. She spent all of Mother's money. So now I'm going to read the specific objectives to you. So listen carefully. Utilizing the shop corner and Mother money, pupils will solve 3 money-related problems, getting at least 2 out of 3 correct. Secondly, grouping 3 sets of banknotes to match the equivalent of a single banknote value, getting at least 66% of work correct. I will now hand you over to Sir Dorian, who will take you through the process.
Good day, and thank you, Ms. Reese. Now, I have a question for your pupils today, and my question is, what is money? Who can tell me what is money? I'm hearing some good answers. Now, let me share what I have here. Money is a medium of exchange generally accepted as payment for goods and services in the form of coins and banknotes. Now, banknotes are what we refer to as the paper money, and the coins, is a little round, hard, metallic objects. Now, in our country, we have banknotes existing as $20, $50, $100, $500, $1,000, and the $5,000. Now, take out your model money and the photocopied versions you had before that you would have pre-prepared. Now, let's have some discussion on what these notes are all about. Now, first, the $20, it is grayish in color. To its right, on the front, it has the longest, a pictorial representation of the longest single drop falls in the world, the Kaieteur Falls. It has the numeral 20 written to the top on both sides. And it is from the Bank of Guyana, obviously, and it has its name written in bold or capital letters, $20. Now, the $50, it's somewhat pinkish, orangish. It has Bank of Guyana written on the top in bold. It has $50, its name written in bold. It has the 50 numeral written to the sides. And it also has its right 50, a sign 50 with our national animal, the jaguar. Now the $100, many of you are familiar with it. It's blue. It has, to its right, it has the map of Guyana, I think with the minerals. It has its name written on it, $100. And it has the numeral 100 written to the top and the bottom on both sides with a dollar sign to its left. The $500, it's pinkish to purplish. It has the map of Guyana to its right, very much like the $100. We have the numeral 500 written on it, and it has its name, $500. I would like to go back to the $100 quickly. The $100, if you were to lift it up into the light, you will see a marker. So that's how you know it's a genuine $100. Now the $1,000, it has some amount of pink and some amount of green coloring. It has its name written on it in the middle, in the front, $1,000 in all caps, in capital letters. It has the numeral 1,000 written on it. That's 1 and 3 zeros with the dollar sign to its left. The $5,000, I know some of you are getting excited. What is the color of the $5,000? Correct. The $5,000 is green, and it has written on it, it has the numeral 5,000. That's a 5 with 3 zeros, and it has its name written on it in bold or in capital letters, $5,000. To its right, we also have the map of Guyana, and we have a special feature here. It has 5 raised bars that caters for the visually impaired, so they can know the value of the money, although they might not be seeing or seeing well. Let's go on to the coins. We have the $1 and $5 coins. They both have a bronzish color. It's somewhat brown. It's not really gold. The $1 and the $5, they both have our national coat of arms, so it's black. The $1 has the numeral 1 in front of it, and below it, it has its name, dollar, singular dollar, not dollars, and it has a rice stalk. The $5 has a cane stalk with the numeral 5 and dollars written at the bottom in words. The $10 or $10 coin, it has the coat of arms or national coat of arms like the other two coins at its back. And at the front, it has the numeral 10. This dollar coin is silver in color, and it has 7 sides. It resembles the solid shape, the heptagon. Now, today, before we go into our actual problem solving, we're going to take some steps that we are going to be using that came from a very famous mathematician, George Polya. Now, he came up with 4 steps that we're going to be following today. We've been doing this in class all along. First, we're going to read and understand the problem. We're going to find out what science and all of that we have to use. Then we're going to come up, the second step is to come up with a plan, how we're going to solve this problem. If you're going to use the money that we have, if you're going to use counters or what have you. Our third step in our approach for today would be to actually execute or to carry out this plan or to solve these problems. And when we are finished solving the problems, we're going to look back, or you're going to check to see if the answer we have is correct. Okay? Now, I would like to hand you over back to Miss Reese, and she's going to take you into your first set of problems you're going to solve today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, grade 4 children, pay keen attention because here we are. We are at a supermarket and we're going to calculate change, right? We have a problem here with one of your little friends, Sasha. She's with her mother, and today she wants a pack of Doritos. Now, the Doritos cost is $340. Mother only has $800. So we need to know how much change mother will have when she buys the Dorito for Sasha. Now, if mother buys the Dorito for $340, how will we be able to calculate mother's change? What is the operation involved there, children? Correct. It is subtraction. Very good. Now we will have to subtract the $340 from the $800. And when we do that, what is our answer, pupils? Very good. The answer is $460. Now, we'll move on. Right. Now, this time, mother takes Mark to the mall, right? This time, mother takes Mark to the mall and she buys a comic book for $360, a clock for $400, and a pack of pencils for $220. Okay, now first problem. How much money in all did mother spend? Now, first of all, we need to understand what is happening in the problem. So there she is at the mall. Mother is with Mark there and they are buying some items. Now, the comic book costs $360, the clock for $400, and the pencil for $220. Now, for us to know the total amount of money spent, what is the operation we need to do? Very good. We need to add. Excellent. So we add all of our purchases and so we have our total amount of money spent. Can someone tell me the total amount of money spent? Correct, $980. Now that $980 is the answer to the first question. Our second question here is, if mother pays with $1,000, how much money will she receive? Good. Now for this aspect of the problem, we need to do another operation. Who can tell me which operation we need to do now? Very good. Subtraction. Now, in order for us to get the change, we need to subtract $980 from $1,000. So, when we do that, what is our answer, pupils? Excellent. $20. Now remember, we were following George Pollier's method or steps of calculating money, right? So we have understood the problem, we have devised a plan, and then we carry out our plan, which is where in the first stage we added and then we subtracted, and then now we're at the stage where we will recheck. So we are going to add our $20 to the $980, and what answer are we getting, children? Very good, $1,000. So you see, we had our way of checking back the problem and ensuring that it is correct. So now I will hand you over to Sir Dorian.
Okay, now not only mother goes to the supermarket, father also does shopping. Now I have a problem here, another compound problem with two parts. I will go through it. Father, listen carefully, father went to the supermarket with $500. How much money he went to the supermarket with? Correct, $500. He bought 2 packets of tortillas for $8 each. I'll read that again. He bought 2 packets of tortillas for $8 each. 1 packet of gumdrops for $120, and 1 energy drink for $160. I'll go it over again. 2 packets of tortillas for $8 each, 1 packet of gumdrops for $120, and 1 energy drink for $160. The first question is, how much money does he spend altogether? Now, in order to do this part, we first have to understand what are we going to be doing first. When we hear this keyword, altogether, this here tells us that we should apply which operation? Very good. Addition. So how much did he spend altogether? We have to add for $80 two times because he bought how many packs of tortillas? Two packs, correct. One packet of gumdrops for $120 and the energy drink for $160. So we have to add $80 plus $80 plus $120 and $160. Who can give me the total? The total is correct. Somebody just got it there. It's $440. Good. Now remember, father started off with $500. So the next part of the question is, what is father's change? How do you think we will be able to find father's change? Yes, now we have to subtract what we spent from what father initially started off shopping with. So we have to take away $440 from $500. Come on, let's see the people who go to the market. Yes, father's change is $60. Very good. Now, a final step I would like us to do is go to check back to see if we're correct. Now, if we are to add $440, the money that father spent, and $60 his change, we're supposed to get back how much? Correct, $500. Now do that quickly for me and see if you get the $500. That's $440 and the $60 change which father received. So did we get back the $500? Yes. So if you have that, that's a way to check to show that you would have solved this problem correctly. And it means you wouldn't get robbed at the supermarket or at the shop. I'm very happy for that. Now, let's recap our lesson today. We spoke about money. What is money? Who can tell me what is money? Yes. Money is the tangible notes and coins that we use to make purchases or we use to buy things, okay? Now, we also spoke about shopping at the supermarket and so forth. Now, when we are finished shopping, the money that we receive back, we call that money, very good, that's our change. Very good. Now, for your homework, I would like you to take this very model money that you have. I want you to cut out the rough edges, and you're going to paste them nicely in your book, and you're going to label them for me. And I want to also to encourage you to help your other peers to understand the parts of the problems that they had difficulties with. And when school is also reopened, your teacher will also help you. Thank you very much for having us today. Until we have a next session of our online radio broadcast. Ms. Reese, would you like to say anything else before we wrap up this program today?
Thank you, sir. I would just like to encourage the children to take their time while solving the problems. Ensure you set down your numbers correctly, digit under digit, and ensure you do correct calculations. So please enjoy. Later.
Thank you. Have a pleasant day and enjoy your holidays.